Good day, Professor Britwigger here. Here to make sense of what's going on here. I've had to do some soul searching. And it is because of a talk I had with Chris. And maybe Tosco had something to do with that video that Chris put up. And maybe I didn't get Tosco's point because he was so hot-bent on calling me a pedophile with no real evidence. And in that note, if you have more evidence, Tosco, you really should just put it out there instead of pretending to have some, because that's playing a game, and it's just not funny or professional if you are serious about pedophilia. You mock the problem. But that's not what this video is about. Chris had a lot of stern words with me because that's just the way he rolls. He loves me like a brother, but brothers sometimes kick each other's asses when they need to be. And he said some things that maybe Tosca was saying, but I just didn't catch it because he was going on about flimsy evidence and pedophilia. Something we're all getting sick of hearing the word. But Chris knows some things about me that he wouldn't want out there. But he said that I had to, as you've seen in the video, come clean. And on YouTube, that is really hard to do. And Wiz said that to someone, I don't know if he was referring to me halfway, but when he said it, it sort of rang in my ears. And Chris told me, because of the thing I don't want to come clean about, I have things to apologize for. There's something that some people may know because of their investigative nature. Whether they be good or bad. Things that people accidentally saw. Other people didn't even see it because they weren't looking for it. But I am here to say, coming clean. I, Steve Johnson, am Canadian. I have to apologize because it was hiding something. It'll probably affect a lot of people's lives because of the lies for over 5 years. Some people knew and they just didn't come out, but now it's like one of those things that just has to come out. So, I'm Canadian. I do, however, want to point out that I do have something called Anglophilia, meaning I'm very fond of British things, and that's why I take on the facade. This is my real voice. You might recognize it as Dark God's voice. This is Britwigger's tone, Dark God's voice. Dark God is, in fact, more me than myself, than my Britwigger facade. I love British stuff. Not every British thing, but it's what created the facade. Now, unfortunately, I owe an apology to the community. You see, I didn't see it because of the Anglophilia. Kind of came with a false pride. I don't like failing, and I do quite a lot, and I hate it. And sometimes just refusing to believe I'm wrong because what I am wrong about. And this is not against anyone. I'm not judging anyone because that's not what I'm here for. I did wrong. Chris helped me see that. Wiz helped me see that. Even Tosco. When I saw through the false allegations and witch hunt, I saw where I went wrong and where I did wrong. I saw it as Tosco not liking something I did because I did it well. But I think I got it. I saw his point, but Chris and Wiz, they steadied me and made me see the point. And they were right. You see, I was blaming, and please don't flag me for mentioning names, and I'm not supporting or fighting this person. But Daniel had done something against the ladies, or I was told. And, I'm thinking, oh, that's bad that he did that. Whatever it was, I didn't look into much to it because I don't care much for those kind of videos. But in fact, when I think about it, when you put the pride aside, I was too busy having fun with the YTWF. I didn't see it as an allure to people that may or may not have been a derogatory element in this community. But because if you just connect the events, if I had just done what I was told, and Crow even told me, even my good friend Crow begged me, just get rid of him. Shows and shows ago. But I thought that's what people wanted. No one said anything till near show 29 or 28. No one said anything. Not Messenger Larry, not Ramhead, not even you, Tosco. But I don't hold that against you because I maybe should have seen that myself because I'm a grown man. I should have seen that. And it's really hard for me. It really kills my anxiety problems when I have to admit I made an error. I can admit an error. Oops, I made a mistake on a description or something, but this mistake hurt people that I really care about, and I hope they still even accept me. Primarily, besides a lot of other people, because I kept him one way or another. Not that I don't know if I could have prevented it. Maybe if I just ignored him for longer, like Sweet Old Man said. And I have all the respect in the world for you, sir. I just hope you have some respect for me still. Because as Craig said, I fooled the YTWF fans, not meaning to fool them, just to get people going. And I feel like I've done something really bad. And because I kept him here, though, because I kept Daniel here, I'm not talking against you, Daniel. I'm just saying by their logic. Good, beautiful people like CC Rants and Melissa, a.k.a. Just a Woman Venting, were hurt attacked, whatever, by said person. And I'm so sorry. My only intent was ever to give people a good time. And that's not what happened. Maybe I wasn't responsible enough. And not that the British girls on Blog TV were my fault. I still stand by that. But maybe I should have done something I'm not thinking of right now. Oops, my show stopped. Sorry, So clearly, YTWF is on hiatus, if not done, because it's too much of an allure to other trolls, whoever they may be. It's just one of those fun things that was fun, but attracted elements of danger. Maybe in hindsight, not for everyone. Chris's Fed is great. He's doing something he enjoys. But as far as mine, it's just maybe something a grown man shouldn't do. Maybe everyone was just humoring me. To anyone else that I hurt indirectly because of my actions, I'm very sorry. Everything comes to an end eventually. You gotta come to that revelation. Sorry, I'm just lost right now. Never thought this day would come. I don't know where I'm going from here, because frankly, with the attacks by Tosca, which are unwarranted, because I don't know what I did to upset him. And looking through all the arguing, I liked having him as a YouTube friend. And I'm sorry, Tosco, if I didn't see your point. I'm sorry. All I wanted to do was make people happy. That's all I've ever done. All I can do is defend myself, but it was that false pride that blinded me, and I gotta learn to be less pompous. Admit to myself that I'm gonna make mistakes, and learn to listen to people when I make mistakes. But right now, YouTube, I thank everyone for putting out their support. I mean, I was overwhelmed. Like, some people I didn't even expect it. Craig, can I point that out? If that's a sincere sentiment, wow. Like, of all the people I expected, it sure as hell wasn't you, although I've always had a soft spot for you because you're just cool, regardless of what we do. I hope I haven't disappointed anyone with this would-be revelation of my being Canadian. Sometimes we build a bubble around us, a big old shield, so we can just have our personal space. I just don't like being in a battle where the truth is just not being paid attention to, because that's all I've lived by. Except for, of course, hiding where I'm from. I hope my friends at DUI and Ballydung aren't upset because they kind of built their stuff around me being British. But I am an Anglophile. I love the Doctor Who. I love the Benny Hill. I like being around people that are British if the odd one comes around. I enjoy British things so much ever since I was young. Ever since C3PO and just doing the language, and I've always enjoyed that language. And then when YouTube popped into my life after a bad episode of my life, really, really bad. And this is bringing me right back to that bad episode where the truth was ignored. No one cared. And no one said anything. They are now. I mean, people I wouldn't even thought would give a crap. But now, I mean, I gotta watch my health. Don't want to bring it up, but my acid reflux, it's up there because any stress at all hurts it. And right now, just not knowing what Tosco or Leslie Blood are going to throw out there, it's mostly the same stuff over and over. And I'm worried that people are going to find out things about me, my Anglophilia. But that's why I'm bringing it out now. I don't know how I'm going to do my videos in future, if I do any. This could be my last one. Could be my third last one. Maybe I'll move on to another theme. It all depends on how things go. If Tosco can't accept my gesture, then I'm going to have to leave because I can't stay in an environment that's poisoned. I'm sorry if I hurt anyone indirectly or directly. I only meant for fun. This is Steve saying, see you later.